Hey guys, Christina here. How are you? Today is Wellness Wednesday, episode number 3. I am super excited to be here with you today. Getting comfortable. We're going to be talking about 7 key things to look for in an essential oil company when you're deciding to partner with one for you and your family. 7 things. It's super simple and they all tie together, you guys. I know essential oils are everywhere nowadays. It is the hottest craze. You guys, essential oils have been around for a very long time though. They date back to ancient scripture. They can be found in the Bible. The most popular and my favorite still is when the wise men gave baby Jesus frankincense, gold, and myrrh. You guys, so they've been around forever. They've just been, they are more popular now than ever because people like you and me are deciding to go natural. We are deciding to get rid of all that toxic crap in our homes and deciding to use something more natural for us and our family, something that's safe, something that's pure. But understanding which essential oil company to partner with can be extremely overwhelming. I know. They're everywhere. They're at your grocery store, they're at your department store down the street, they're at the health food store, they're online, they're on Amazon. You guys, I know. But understand one thing, cheaper does not always mean that it is better for you and your family. Please understand that. For a bottle to be labeled pure, that bottle only needs to have 5 to 10% pure essential oil in it. So most companies cut corners, they dilute it, they add synthetic compounds to that bottle, and then slap on that label of pure on it and sell it to you at a much cheaper price than other oils. And then a lot of people are saying that they're not getting the same benefits of it as other people. There is a reason behind all that. So 7 things you can look for in an essential oil company before you decide to partner with one. Number 1, how long has the company been around for? Extremely important. You want to know that they have qualities and process and controls in place, and that they've been doing their homework over the years, that they've adapted to those things. They understand what they're doing. So number 1, how long have they been in business for? Number 2, do they own their own farms? You guys, this is a very important question because there is very few companies out there that actually own their own farms. Number 3, can anyone visit the farm and see how the oils are made and tour the farm? Extremely important because not all of these companies will allow you to go do that. So it makes you wonder, like, are they hiding anything? Just my personal opinion. Number 4, do they harvest the crop and distill the oils? Do they harvest the crop at the optimal times? Okay? Because rose oil, let's talk about rose oil. It takes 60,000 roses to get 1 ounce of rose oil. So if they're not harvesting at the optimal time for those roses, how do they know they're getting the most for those roses? How do they know that they're getting the best quality? How do they know that they're getting the best of the best when they harvest? Okay? They do their tests on those crops to make sure that each time they're harvesting at the most optimal time for that crop so that they're getting the best of the best. And they're distilling those oils to make sure that they get quality and control there. How many times are those oils then tested before they're put into your hands? You can use them in your home for you and your kids. How many times is that little bottle, how many times is this little bottle being tested? Okay? Very important. Very important information to know. What do they do? Okay, so what does the oil company do with the oils that are not passed? What do they do with it? Some companies sell their oils to third party. We don't want that. We don't want to be a part of anything like that. If they're not good for them to sell, why would they sell them to another company so that another company can go and sell them as a pure essential oil? And they're not. They haven't passed all the tests. Okay, we want a company that disposes those oils in a professional manner, incinerates them, gets rid of it. How many single essential oils do they carry? How many do they have in their portfolio? You guys, a good essential oil company is going to have invested into their business, invested into their industry, and they're going to be carrying well over 80 to 100 different essential oils in that company. Most companies, there's a lot of companies out there that are actually just jumping onto the essential oil bandwagon and adding essential oils as a product lineup, as a product addition to their catalog. So they may have like a dozen or half a dozen essential oils like lavender, peppermint, lemon, the norm. You don't want just that because they're probably not. Number 2 question, own their own farms. You can't visit their farm. Any of those questions. They failed on all those questions. Make sure that you understand that. So number 1, own their own, how long have they been in business? Number 2, do they own their own farm? Number 3, can you visit their farm? Number 4, do they harvest and the crop and distill the oils? You guys harvest at the optimum times to get the best of that crop. Number 5, how many times are the oils tested before they're delivered to you and me so that we can use this bottle on our kids, on our family, diffuse them into the air, put them on our skin, and know that we're getting the best of the best? How many times is that bottle tested? What do they do with the oil that doesn't pass? Okay, number 6, we want to make sure that oil is being get rid of, disposed of correctly, not sold to another company. Number 7, how many oils did they carry in their portfolio? We want to make sure that we have a company that is invested into these essential oils, invested into this business because this is what they do. This is their mission to get these oils into our homes. Cheaper doesn't always mean that it's better, you guys. Cheaper doesn't always mean it's better. This is exactly the case in this situation. There is not a day that goes by that we don't use oils in our home, and I want to make sure that I'm getting the best of the best for my family. Whether we're using an oil for a headache or sore muscles or diffusing them in the air to help with homework or just to freshen up the home, or Randy's using the oils in the garage to help get rid of oil stains off of his hands or off the floor. I want to make sure that I'm getting the best of the best. And I'm a mom. I know that there's other moms and people out there that want to make sure that they're getting the best of the best for their family. And these are just 7 ways to make sure that you can go through the company you're using today or the company you're looking at to make sure that they do pass the test and to make sure that you are getting the best of these oils. We want something that's pure and not adulterated. There's so many uses for these oils, you guys, and these are just a few that we use on a day-to-day basis. I'm so thankful that these oils that I have I know that I trust because I've gone through the list. And if you want to learn more about the company we use as a family, please feel free to reach out. I'm always willing to share with you, and I can happily help you get started with your family today and get you connected to our community, our amazing community. If you found value in this, please feel free to share it with your family and friends. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I will talk to you next week.